This is from Forbes. Gearbox's Randy Pitchford responds to Borderlands 4 price debacle. So, several weeks ago, Randy Pitchford was promoting, or I guess Gearbox was promoting the release of Borderlands 4 for the Nintendo Switch 2. It was huge, and it was great, and everyone's super hyped for it. Now we get a Borderlands for the Switch 2, right? So people are super excited. I never played any of Gearbox games, ever, and I never played any Borderlands. I heard the movie sucked massive cocks, so it is what it is. But several weeks ago, someone asked, please, if this game is $80, they're not going to buy it. I'm paraphrasing here. And Randy basically said, A, he does not dictate the price, and B, if you really like the game and you are a fan of the series, you will find a way. So that was sort of a, I guess you would say, tone-deaf response coming from a person that's worth a shit ton of money. And if you guys don't know, Randy Pitchford's net worth is over $300 million. And him telling a person probably living paycheck to paycheck, hey, if you are a fan, you will buy the game. And if you are a broke boy, just say so. Right? This is absolutely insane, man. But yeah, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford went extremely viral yesterday after a week-old tweet was passed around responding to a fan's comment about a potential $80 Borderlands 4. So over here, this is what I said, not my call. If you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store has Starflight for Sega Genesis for $80 in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage at an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach. I found a way to make it happen. If I can do it, you can do it, yada, yada, yada. This sounds like bullshit, but it is, you know, he's actually pretty brave for keeping it, I guess, you know, he hasn't removed it. He hasn't taken it down. But yeah, man, the tweet inspired hundreds, if not thousands, of takes about its tone deafness, plus gaming outlet coverage far and wide. It comes at a time when consumer spending power is dropping and prices are going up, and telling people if they're a real fan, they can make an $80 price work did not go over very well. So a lot of people don't have the financial luxury to buy this kind of game. This game is it's a luxury. Playing video games is a luxury, and not a lot of people have $80 a month to spend on a game. Not even 70, not even 60. Some people only have like $50 or $40 to spend on a game. So what are they gonna play? Are they gonna play your game for $80, or they can buy 2 games on Steam for $40, or they can buy for $80, right? You can, for $80, you can buy Expedition 33, and you can buy Schedule 1, and you will still have $10 left over. This is crazy, man. Now, a lot of people are gonna say this is Nintendo's fault. I would say yes and no. I would say Nintendo was the first major gaming company to sort of set precedents, and a lot of other companies follow suit, but it ultimately boils down to the gaming companies, you know, whether or not they want to follow suit, right? So maybe a lot of these companies just waited for Nintendo to do so, or waited for, and you know what? We'll just wait until a company drops an $80 price tag, $100 price tag, and then we'll just follow the trend, right? So a lot of people are blaming Nintendo for this. I think it's a little bit of Nintendo's fault, and then of course, it's all definitely Gearbox, Microsoft, Sony, whatever company that's actually following suit with this $80 price tag. Many fans said that the tweet had derailed promotion for the game out in 4 months. Others said that they wouldn't pay at all now. I find this at least somewhat dramatic, and I have my doubts a tweet is going to significantly affect Borderlands 4 sales this fall, but that price might. Today, Pitchford addressed a tweet by posting an older clip where he asked about potential price. So let's go and watch this together.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do the spicy one? All right.
Fuck, let's watch on X.
Randy, I got a tough one for you here.
Oh, you got a spicy one for me?
I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Why is it always me that has to do the spicy one? All right.
What will the game's price be? That's an interesting one. I don't know this.
The price, really, now? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. And that is the truth. I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's an interesting time, right? We've got the on one level, we've got a competitive marketplace where people want to, or the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are. There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging, and like, it's getting gnarly out there, you guys. Borderlands 4 has more than twice the development budget than Borderlands 3. More than twice. So the truth is, I don't know what the price is going to be. I do know that we will be opening pre-orders soon, TM, and that will be when the price is set. I think that Borderlands 4, here's the philosophy we have. Whatever the price is, we're entertainers. Yes, we want to get more resources so we can make bigger and better games. There's a reason why Borderlands 4 is so awesome. It's because you guys showed up and supported Borderlands 3. And we had the budget, so we could more than double the budget and feel confident in that. And that's awesome. When the revenue comes in, we can spend it to make bigger games and better games. As artists, we want everybody to have it. You know, we want to make it as easy as possible.
If you want everyone to have it, give it out for free. Of course, that's stupid, right? But I know where he's coming from. But why do you have to double the budget of your game? Just because the last one sold well, why do you have to double the budget for your game? On top of that, you have companies like the people who worked on Clear Obscure Expedition 33 with 30 people, small team in France, making a money that's basically putting AAA studios to shame. How come they can release a game that, according to some people, is already game of the year? For some people, like Vera Dark, is game of the decade. How come Clear Obscure Expedition 33 is $50? Why is that? It's because of corporate greed. Remember, like I said earlier, this guy's net worth is over $300 million. This crazy guy has a net worth of over $300 million, which is absolutely wild.
Possible for everybody to enjoy what we're creating. So it's a weird thing, but the fundamental philosophy is we want people to buy it so we have the resources to make more, but we want everyone who buys and plays a Gearbox game to feel certain that they got the better end of the bargain. Whatever the price is, that they got the best value. And that's the philosophy that we live by. And so we're gonna have a price set soon, and it might be the new price that like Nintendo and Microsoft have led with. It might be that we stay back. It's gonna be the people at the publishing house that decide that. And if it is cheaper, then maybe we'll sell you that mini map that you guys want, but we'll develop later. How bad do you want that? $10? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I don't think he is.
Or am I? I'm just kidding.
Well,
or am I?
All right, enough of that, all right? Remember, this is the guy, telling you, hey, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Just make more money. Don't have money? Make more money, right? And of course, people can be smart about their money, but a lot of people want to play the game on day one. So people are going to save up money and stuff like that. But a lot of people, this put a lot of bad taste in a lot of people's mouths that were excited for to play this game. Now it can play it on Switch. But unfortunately, this guy is extremely tone deaf. But more importantly, there's a thing that I need to bring up. In 2014, this guy that we're looking at went to a medieval times and dropped and left his USB there. And inside that USB was not just Gearbox games and documentation, but there's also several folders in there that has nothing to do with gaming. One of them is called Blacked. One of them is called Cuck Porn. One of them says do not open. And the other one just says porn. Now, someone found it. They went through it. And they, I guess you would say, confronted him about this. And when confronted, he said that he was using these images of a girl squirting for game reference because this girl was doing a female ejaculation and she was considered a freaking magician for doing this. She's a freaking wizard that needs to be at Hogwarts. I just needed to bring that story up, all right? That's very important to this. It's very important to the story, all right? He also said for magic tricks, yeah, this guy is a freak. Now here's the thing, I'm a freak too. All right, I'm a freak too, but this guy's wild, man. Like he's got to know, like a lot of people were already complaining about the Nintendo stuff, and why would he go ahead and say that if you don't, if you're not a fan, if you're a fan, you're gonna find a way to buy the game. It's like it's very tone deaf, right? Sense the room, right? It's much more than the nuanced take and the issue, though it certainly seems to indicate that $80 is in the cards. Though this time he says things like how he wants to create a value that fans will be happy with at any price, and addresses the plain fact that the production cost of Borderlands 4 is double Borderlands 3. Like I said, why does it have to be doubled? Right? Why does it have to be doubled? I believe like several games, like I guarantee you, Schedule 1 did not cost millions and millions of dollars. Concord cost anywhere between $200 to $400 million. How much was Borderlands 3? Right? Now, that's doubled. Was Borderlands 3 even good? I heard that was like the weakest one out of all three that's out so far. I'm not sure if that's true. And plus, the movie didn't do well at all. So this is crazy, like a crazy take coming from a guy who feels very out of touch. Is because this guy has a shit ton of money. He has a shit ton of money. So he's telling you, if you guys don't have money, make more money. Basically it, right? That's wild, man. But anyways, I think this is just something that I wanted to go over, is because it's an extremely bad take, and it's just a take that no one wants to hear right now, given the fact that a lot of people are upset with Nintendo, upset at a lot of the video game companies for making their games more expensive. And of course, people are going to say, well, people bought games back in the day, like Mario 64 or like cartridges and stuff like that, but you're talking about a digital game, right? Most of these games are going to be digital, and I understand that if you're going to buy a physical game, it comes with the cartridge, the disc, the manual, the box itself, or whatever. That all costs, right? I get it, but now the prices are going to be fixed. Some games are going to be fixed at $80, and prices will not go down. Once the prices go up, it will never go down. This has happened all the time, okay? And that's the reason why people are upset. Now, it probably would have been better if Randy Pitchford did not say jack shit, all right? It probably would have been better if Gearbox's Randy Pitchford, fucking like the guy who has a $300 million net worth, didn't say anything on Twitter. If he didn't say anything, people will probably be like, oh, who knows? Just have people guess, have people speculate. But no, he had to chime in, respond to everyone, and now everyone sees that this guy is sort of a piece of shit for saying this. Sort of a piece of shit. Now, I have no ties with Gearbox games. I have no ties with anything that, Borderlands related. I don't really care. It seems like a game that I would never play anyways, but I just feel bad for a lot of fans that are out there. Now, I am still upset that the games are going to be $80 moving forward, but it is what it is. But not all games are going to be $80, just some games, right? So we'll see what's going to happen in the future. I just hope the AAA companies sort of just learn from their mistakes and follow suit with sort of just going, with hiring, half the group and then using half the budget and saving that money for something else, for like an expansion or a DLC, and then having the game be like $60, because when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, that game was $60. Clear Obscure Expedition 33, $50. What's it called again? Power World, $40. Schedule 1, $20. And a lot of these indie games, what's it called? Stardew Valley, Hollow Knight, Among Us, or maybe the Coffin of Andy and Lele, with No Mercy, which I still need to play. Like, all those games are not even close to $80, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy take by Randy Pitchford here.